Fucking have fun.
Guys.
Have fun. This is for 2015. Yeah.
Until Rhinefest gets us back together.
Yeah. I don't want to do this. I'm just letting you guys, I don't really want to do this at all.
This has all been a big fucking prank.
Yeah.
Got
You guys
you
are
thinking,
moving on
fucker.
with a different drummer. This is your way of telling me I'm fired.
This is crazy, this is crazy, this is crazy. Alright.
All right.
Seriously, though.
All right. Hey guys, I love all you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much.
Check that logo.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah. So should we count to 3? And say
three.
And say something?
What should we say?
Spread it on.
Alright, yeah.
1, 2, 3. Spread it on!
I like the evidence that we were on this planet to reach a stage where we had a voice, where we could reach a ton of people. New Heart for Christmas hits me every time. I think this time it'll hit hardest, being the last New Heart for Christmas show, yeah. It's gonna be hard to say goodbye, period.
Kill Hannah is ceasing all activities as of December 19th, 2015. We've been a band for almost 20 years, and for various reasons, even though, you know, we're all great friends and we're really happy and proud of everything we've done, we just are not functioning the way we used to, so it's a really good time to, you know, put a cap on that bottle and move on with life.
We were talking about a New Heart for Christmas show. And we all wanted to play Metro really bad, you know, but we understand in order to play Metro, it had to be something special. I talked about bringing all the old members back and doing this like It's a Wonderful Life of Kill Hannah, the whole chronological order. We kind of realized like, I don't know if that would even bring enough people out. And you know, the band's been kind of inactive for a couple years now. And instead of just like letting it fade away, we decided like, you know, Matt, I was like, we were all on the conference call and I'm like, you know, guys, it needs to be something big in order for us to play Metro again. He's like, well, let's just call it our final show.
I'm sure that when we actually play, it'll be an emotional thing.
It just felt 100% natural to walk in the room and see everyone together. I almost wish it wasn't. You know, it'd be easier to say goodbye if one of us would do something just atrocious. Maybe I will. Maybe subconsciously I'll sabotage this thing, I don't know.
If any one of the dudes, you know, called me, I mean, we're still very close, but like if, you know, 10 years from now somebody said, hey, why not, let's do a show, I'd be totally into it. So we'll see what happens, but I think we've had a nice body of work. We worked really hard. We've seen the world. We never thought we were going to do as much as we did.
Metro for us, I mean, growing up in Chicago, the Metro was kind of like the gold standard, you know. You idolized all the bands that played there. All my favorite bands from overseas, when they came through, they played there. I myself waited outside in line countless times to see shows there.
You know, the band existed for a few years before I was in it, and at the time they played, I think, every 3 or 4 or 5 months. Since then, since I've been in the band, it's always just been like our mainstay, our main home in Chicago. And yeah, I mean, you know, years have gone by, like, you know, the staff has changed, and, you know, we know the new staff and the old staff. It's just a very comfortable place for us, and it really is a real famously classic venue in America. You know, you go all around America, and people talk about the Metro.
They would put you on first out of like 5 bands on a Tuesday night, and it was up to you to bring a crowd. So we saw every Metro show as an opportunity to prove ourselves.
Going back in the early days, I remember Matt and I sitting in his apartment and stuffing envelopes with flyers and putting stamps on them and then mailing them out to our mailing list and spending thousands of dollars. We used to spend like $1,000 to promote every Metro show.
We were getting really crafty. We knew that the response rate of people approached to go to the show to actually going was 0.01%. I would go through my Rolodex, my phone book, and personally call. This kind of says a little bit how long ago this was, but I'd go through my address book and call people and make them promise, you're coming to our show on Tuesday? Yeah, I am. You promise me. Absolutely, yeah. And I knew that if I called like 600 people and had them promise that maybe 11 would go.
We used to print like 10,000 flyers, which were actually tickets for the Metro, and we'd go out and pass out thousands of flyers. We'd go to shows, we'd go to record signings, we'd go to high schools and pass them out in lunchrooms. Like, we were relentless with promoting.
I mean, we just wanted people there so that then we'd get the chance to play again. And I remember at one point, and this was all, you're playing basically for free. I think it was for free. We played for free. And around maybe 2 years of doing that, I remember Joe, the owner of Metro, came down and brought us a bottle of Jack Daniels as a gesture. And at the time, I thought it was like the greatest thing of all time. I'm like, wow. You know, really looking back now, I'm like, wait a minute, we were filling that dude's club for 2 years. Like, bottle of Jack Daniels, come on.
Kill Hannah was one of the first bands to have like a website. And that was all Matt's doing, really. And we used to have these chat rooms on the website. So we used to interact with fans on there. And we actually used to play secret shows where we'd rent a warehouse out. And, you know, a lot of times it was like kind of like a rehearsal space or something with a PA and everything already there. But we'd sell tickets online through PayPal. And this was like 1999, you know? We'd sell tickets through PayPal for that. And then we'd have like 700 people, or no, like 500 people at these warehouse shows, not advertised anywhere online, just through our chat rooms.
I remember also that was a time when we could not get a record label to fly out. We couldn't beg hard enough. We were rejected by every label in the world, indie and major, probably 2 or 3 times each.
When I joined Kill Hannah, it was August of 2006. So Until There's Nothing Left of Us had just come out. The song Lips Like Morphine was just going to radio, and my first show with them was actually a late night show.
Our attitude when we got signed was just keep our heads down and just keep plugging away and don't ask for anything. Kind of under promise, over deliver. We saw a lot of bands in that era get bigger advances, get more money for tour budgets, kind of flashier things, and then they would kind of vanish just as soon as they arrived. So we were in it for the long haul, and I wonder if that's maybe a reflection of the kind of Midwestern Chicago work ethic.
This was like the first time I was in like a band that had like a record deal to a major label, and I mean I was like I just turned 25 and I was nervous as fuck. Like, oh my God, this is it. These guys are the real deal. And I've been playing in bands, and like I've done, you know, some touring in the past, but it wasn't like, I mean, I remember like the first tour that we did, there was a radio guy there, you know, who goes on before every band and goes, you know, please welcome, you know, and this guy said, please welcome Atlantic recording artist Kill Hannah. And I just heard that, and I was like, fuck, you know, I'm here, like, I've arrived.
I knew that we became a real Chicago fixture, probably around, maybe around 2000, And I remember playing a show that was, I remember we finished the final song, and I remember losing my hearing in one ear from the sound of the crowd when we finished the final song, and that the crowd was louder than the amps on stage, and that was a real breakthrough moment for me.
The shows in London were great. I mean,
All of them.
we had all of them. Like in London. London was my favorite show though, just because we had fans come from Poland, Sweden, Slovakia, Finland, Germany,
Estonia,
Brazil,
Spain.
yeah, like all over the world. So that was pretty fascinating, and to end the show in London that way, it felt like a mini New Heart for Christmas.
3 more days, 5 more days, 2 more weeks. We could have kept on going.
Yeah, it's weird how when like we haven't been on tour together in like 5 years or something, and for just to jump back in, and it all felt normal. It's like we didn't miss a beat or anything. It was like business as usual.
And old patterns come back. Matt still sleeps on his laptop.
Yeah. You'd think maybe that would change.
Yeah.
I just burrow. Like, I like that about bunk, so I just shove all my crap in there and then kind of, dig under it for a nice little spot to kind of hibernate.
Little nest.
Yeah. Oh, and then I slept for 12 hours that one day.
The first day we flew to London and we got on the bus and drove to Nottingham, and Matt and I woke up for sound check. We went to bed at like 8 in the morning when we got in, and we woke up like right before sound check and realized we'd been asleep for like 8 or 9 hours. I thought,
Yeah.
I felt like a half an hour.
Plus sleeping on the plane.
And then Elias comes to wake me up.
Yeah, that was surreal. I woke
Elias
up and-
coming
I woke up and
to wake you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, wake
That's
up
right.
and then people are showing me pictures of they visited Big Ben and stuff. I'm like, when did you go there? They're like, today. I'm like, what day is this? They're like, you've been asleep for 12 hours, Rip Van Winkle. It sucks to say goodbye to the fans.
I think that's what made it special though at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, like it made it mean something. To me, it was more about the fans than.
Well, we
than
got
us,
we got
you
up
know?
there and it was super tight. We all had a blast with each other, and that's when it was like, oh man, we're just getting going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I remember the final show of the UK run.
Yeah, it was like,
It's
okay,
like,
we're
oh,
ready
yeah.
now. And also, it gave me some perspective this time too. Going back, it's like you kind of look what we achieved. Like playing that show in London and having fans from all over the world, come there, and we're a band from Chicago. It's really fascinating that the music reached that many people, and it meant that much to people to travel, in planes, cars, trains, whatever, to get to the show on a Sunday night in London. It's pretty remarkable. The opening band we had was one of the best I think we've ever had in Kilhanna history. Dead Sarah from California.
Good friends of ours from LA.
Yeah, just
Awesome.
blew me away, man. It's just amazing. Emily, the singer's voice, is probably one of the best rock and roll voices I think I've ever heard live.
She's probably the second best chick singer.
Yeah? Who's number one?
Me.
Behind me is a picture of familiar people, because if you look to my immediate right, they're sitting right here in person. Of course, talking about Kilhanna. You guys are playing your final shows ever next week in Chicago at the Metro. But I want to talk to you guys about being a band that says farewell?
We're not putting out records as Kill Hannah. We're not doing any tours as Kill Hannah for the foreseeable future. So there are a lot of kids out there who have Kill Hannah tattoos, you know,
Right.
these permanent reminders, and I don't want them to ever feel that just because we've made this announcement that then suddenly they're adrift somewhere, you know, like that says just the community is still very much alive.
I spoke to quite a few kids that, you know, were saying that they were bawling their eyes out.
Jeez, man.
You know, and then I spoke to other people saying that they were watching other people like fall on the floor and cry and
That's
stuff.
nuts, man.
Yeah, well, we said there are a lot of people that are coming on those dates. You know, I kind of push off to the next show. I'm like, well, don't really lose it until tomorrow night. You know?
Right.
We're looking at it not as a celebration, you know, less like a funeral, and that's something it's new territory for us too. But there's no way we're spending our last couple nights on stage wallowing in it or, you know, nostalgic. Like we're gonna rage.
I am stretching so I don't pull anything, and so I can do 2 shows in a row. That's great. Because I'm old.
You know, I've been a fan and a fan of the band for years. I started going to see them perform at Metro when I was like 13, and I just kind of never stopped. But I played with them at New Heart in 2011. We didn't do it in 2012, and then for this one, as soon as I heard it was coming up and it was the final show, I immediately offered. I was like, hey Greg, if you need said cello, happy to be able to do this. It's definitely, I don't know how to describe it. I've been trying to figure that out all weekend and I really don't know. It's good, it feels nice, it's good to be able to contribute and to kind of know that I have something that I can kind of help add to the experience, make this something even more, because I know they never really had strings as like a backing part, so to be able to add that in, and it's something that I've always specialized in and I've always been able to do, it's surreal. It's special. I think it's good that it's going out on a high note, as it is. I agree with pretty much everything that the band has been saying. It's good to take control and kind of end it this way. I'm eternally grateful and eternally thankful for this kind of experience, and this is definitely a band that shaped a lot of my teenage years and my early 20s. It was something I grew up with. It was something I always had and something I always listened to. New Heart was something I have always gone to every December. Go to a Kill Hannah show. That's kind of how I grew up with it. End of one thing, beginning of another for everybody, I think.
And I realize now I can't get you back. I pushed you too far away. You're too strong to be let on. Now I know the face that will haunt me forever.
in the early days when we would tour around America just in our van, you know, we would see the same people every single night, and that we'd ask ourselves sometimes, you know, where do these people live? Because they're in Spokane one day, and then in Denver the next day, in Omaha and Des Moines, and they just followed us and followed us. And that's so huge to us because, you know, especially in the early days, you know, when our crowds were smaller, we would see the same faces every night. And, you know, when we started going to the UK, we had the same experience over there.
You know, when I was growing up, the bands you loved are what made your identity. And you wore that band on your sleeve, and you'd get your ass kicked for that band, and you'd kick someone's ass for that band, you know? Just because you believed in it so much. And I feel like we were one of the last bands to have a following like that, where, you know, we have thousands of tattoos out there, like Kill Hannah tattoos, and I haven't seen many bands that have done that in the last 5 to 10 years.
Among the people who chose us as the soundtrack to the transformative years in their lives, like, to be remembered by them is what really matters to me. Knowing that we reached certain people on that level and created a world in which they felt less alien. I think it's just, that's enough for me.
Our lives are so enriched by the band and the fans, and just thank you.
Thank you for believing in us. I think there's a time where wearing a Kill Hannah shirt is a really bold statement. I don't know if it's even like the safest choice in certain towns and certain schools. So the thought of someone wearing a Kill Hannah shirt and proudly repping us and making that kind of statement, it makes me feel lucky.
Yeah, I'm Tiffany. I'm from Paris.
Charleston, South Carolina.
Grapevine, Texas.
Here from New Jersey. I'm Chris from Chicago.
I'm Grace from Atlanta.
I'm Hannah. I've traveled from Latvia and England.
I'm Kia. I've traveled from Helsinki in Finland.
Dallas, Texas.
All right.
I'm Shadow. I'm from New Jersey.
Bristol in England.
I'm traveling from Florida. I've been a fan of Kill Hannah for, I think it was 13 when I started listening to them.
I heard about Kill Hannah. I got a promotional copy of Forever and Ever from a second-hand store in New Orleans.
We actually are together because of Kill Hannah.
Kill Hannah has always meant to me that I'm not alone, that somebody understands me.
And the fact that they were, you know, Chicago guys made them a little bit extra special.
I heard it on the radio when they released Kennedy.
When I was little, my mom used to put Crazy Angel on the radio, and she would say Crazy Midget because that's my nickname.
Got into them through Smashing Pumpkins around American Jet Set came out.
I found them on MySpace.
My three best friends and I would drive from Tennessee to Chicago every year for Newhart and stand outside in the freezing cold for 12 hours.
My friend Sarah used to manage a band that opened up for them once, and she came to school the next day with pictures of Matt all over her binder, and I was in study hall. I was like, who's that dreamboat? And I had a white shirt on. He was propped up against a washing machine. I was like, I didn't know they made men like that anymore. So.
Remember when I was 16, I snuck out to a show at the Metro. My friend's mom took us, and somehow she got us to meet the band that day too.
It is an entire era of my life. It was the music of my high school, it was the music that got me through college, and it's just something that'll always be a part of me.
Kill Hannah is just one of those bands that's been there for me when it seems like no one else was.
Love the music, love the lyrics, they mean so much, and so many great memories.
When we first started coming to Newhart's, we were too young to like go to the after party even, so it was just cool to have like people to look up to, and it's actually because of them that we moved to Chicago.
Yep.
So
they had that Chicago feel. Welcome to Chicago, motherfuckers.
20 years. How did you do it? Or maybe the better question is, why did you do it? I really thought it was over after you left Roadrunner Records, but you never gave up, you never lost hope, and you never released Welcome to Chicago as a single for some reason. But honestly, it's been a lot of fun seeing you guys about 48 times in 4 states, and you're one of my you're my top 5 favorite bands of all time. Congratulations. You'll be missed.
Favorite Kill Hannah album or song?
Hyperactive.
Last Night Here.
American Jet Set.
Promise Me from the last album.
The Collapse. Kennedy.
Maybe Black Poison Blood is really something that's always given me a feel-good kind of thing.
For the New Heart for Christmas in 2006, and so I did the kind of made it my own little festive theme with the snowflakes.
Thank you, thank you. Man, you guys just made my life, thank you. I remember for me exactly what it felt like the first time I heard My Bloody Valentine, and how much that shaped me. I just knew it was going to be a massive influence on what I was doing. And I would hold up those bands as heroes to me. Looking back, they were playing the same size rooms in Europe that we're playing now, but they seem like arenas, and they seem like just Goliath. For a young band to be influenced by Kill Hannah, I don't know if it's a good idea, but it's a compliment.
Without knowing that we were really punk rock, really. I mean, like, not in the sound of punk rock, but we did everything ourselves. And we were really indie when it comes to the word independent, you know? Like, we did a lot of stuff ourselves, and it wasn't because we wanted to do that. We always wanted a record label and to get signed to a major, but it's just because we had to do that. And looking back, I'm really glad it did happen that way, because when we didn't have a label, we knew how to be a band.
Kill Hannah was a band that didn't give a fuck about anything but whatever the mission was at that point. I hope that anyone else that wants to start a band now, which, you know, seems almost impossible these days, but I hope that anybody would look at what this band accomplished and said, I don't need to wait for someone to sign me or a manager to tell me what to do. I'm gonna do what I think is right and follow that.
We came from a different time when you really had to bust your ass and work really hard to get anything done at all. And you know, the thing that I'm most proud of, I think, is that we kind of, you know, we really created something out of nothing, because the world is not looking for 5 white guys from Chicago to put on makeup and play this kind of music and everything. No one cared. You know, we pounded it down people's throats, and it was sheer determination that we could accomplish anything.
The music was interesting. It didn't really fit anywhere. It wasn't like, oh, you know, this is just another one of these bands or something. So to be playing with a band like that, with a group of guys like this, and then having these crazy experiences.
I guess I could paint their legacy with reaching out with sincerity to all of their fans. I mean, they've never been too high above. They've always kept their arms out to them. And I think that that's rare today, especially with a band that's almost 20 years old, that they've continuously shared their emotions, whether it be lyrically and musically, or just, you know, in terms of the way that they treat everyone.
There'll always be fans, and people be posting about, you know, I'm listening to this song and da-da-da-da. And it's funny, a lot of bands that I work with, or a lot of guys that, you know, that are in very popular bands now, they always reference us. They're like, oh my God, yeah, like, you know. So I don't know, I think it'll live on, and who knows, we may do something again one day, you know. I mean, there aren't any rules in rock and roll, so.
I was just thinking about how I like might not ever be able to see them, but then they announced this on Facebook that they're doing this, and I was like, oh my God, yes, like first and last show ever.
No, I'm good.
No, he's staying because his phone is dead right now. He's gonna stay there no matter
He's
what.
gonna lurk Facebook for an hour. Yeah,
He's good. He's fine in the corner. Maybe do something like that, or even that one if you want to do that. Like this, but then do black in it, so it's like super smoky, but then like a gray or like something like that. Yeah, but not underneath. Underneath it would just be black. But up here, you would just like go slowly from black to slightly that. I think that might be good. Hey, Reese.
Hey, dude.
Well, I remember you promised you would not leave me hanging.
I'm not gonna leave you hanging. We're gonna go for it. She's here too nice, bro.
Do you want to go climb up in the sun in the marquee in the snow? Just you and me. Just take a picture. Fuck the rest of the band. We'll just go like Dan Hanna.
Where's Matt fall on the list of cool uncles?
He's pretty high up there.
Number one.
Number one? Out of how many?
Like,
A lot?
yeah, probably like, like 7.
I mean, it's pretty sad, but they've been together for a while and they haven't been doing a lot, so.
Yeah, I think the songs we're playing tonight, I think, are gonna go over better. Like, I don't know if you noticed, like when you looked in the crowd when we played like anything off of Forever and Ever or Until There's Nothing Left, those got the best reaction. Yeah.
We love Trains Are So Loud with the crowd.
Yeah.
We gotta do these 4 songs straight in a row. Like no talking, like just fucking go.
Intro, Race the Dream, Believer, Kill.
Right into Black Boys and Blood, and then after that you can talk.
I just think it would be amazing to have a set list done before doors. I mean, I have high expectations.
I've been here since 10:30, and it's been going good, but it's really fucking cool.
Matt, how long? What? How long? 2 minutes? 2 to 3 minutes. Make it 1. I'll make it 1.
I sent an instrumental version to the guys to see if they liked it and wanted to, use it or take it from there. And everyone seemed that they wanted that was a good song. Obviously, it's kind of a holiday song, but it's more of us connecting with the fans. Like, this is a very special month for us. It used to be like our annual homecoming show. It's still that, but it's also farewell. So this is our December. It's not just ours. It's the people that we're sharing it with. We're getting a little emotional about it, so we'll see. Maybe there'll be a couple tears in the crowd.
the shore. Gonna bevel grave forever. You hold us like we're in a glove. Turn it upside down to make it snow. Yeah, we got candy canes for buns in a tribe of Eskimos. Underneath the polar moon, frozen like a photograph. Yeah, I'll wait for you. But I hear your voice, it's ringing through, just like the bells of cathedral. Let it snow forever. This is our December. So say hello, remember. This is our December. This is our December. Yeah, this is our December. This is our December.
We're sort of a lifestyle band, so I don't think we'll ever kind of go away.
I think our legacy is just going to be as one of those seminal bands that came along at a certain time, a certain place. I think that we've had a big influence on the music scene.
That's such a cool honor when I hear young bands say that we influenced them. For a young band to be influenced by Kill Hannah, that's the greatest compliment ever.
With me, in my own head, this doesn't feel like the end of anything, you know. But I know it is.
It was a dream come true. You know, it's really a dream come true to do what we have done. It's like, okay, what's the next step and the next dream? You know, like, and I'm looking forward to that.
So let it snow forever. This is our December. See you always remember. This is our December. This is our December. Yeah, this is our December. This is our December.
Whenever I brought that CD, I played it for all my friends. Like all my friends told around, like, you gotta hear this. And everyone's like,
What the fuck,
right?
How's the kid sound, alright?
Sounded good, yeah.